guys, so this is our second video, and yeah, so it's and we're getting ready to put grass on an open field, which maybe could have KFC in it. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna have KFC and maybe even that little, well, and obviously the Little Lake House. Little Lake's house, I'll show where the Little Lake House is gonna go after we put the grass on. So anyway, I'm gonna show you where the grass is gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna put the Little Lake House right there. And that's where we're gonna put grass on. And the KFC, which is right there, is gonna move right up there. Yeah, and we're gonna put grass. But first we have to show you the materials. And there's a Dollar General up there, which we're going to put somewhere over there if we have space. Do as the sign says, everybody. Do as the sign says. Right now my dad's stirring the glue. Yeah, hear that noise? That's him stirring the glue. So say that thing again about the crack.
Yeah, we're covering up for this crack between the boards with just a little piece of paper on there. And no one will ever know because it'll be hidden under the grass. Alright, so still sprinkling. We'll do some of all three colors. So I'm just doing some of this. And it's okay if I get it on some of the track because we're going to be... there's no glue there, so it won't stick anyway.
So what color is that?
This is light green tone.
Okay.
Because when you look out at someone's yard, it's not all the exact same color usually.
Now, we already added a tree right there, as I showed you on the first vid.
Yes, and because we painted green before we did any of this, that helps to me that we don't have to cover everything completely because some of that paint will show
Yes.
through. So, yeah.
2 minutes later.
Alright, so we have everything sprinkled on there. Now the next thing we need to do is put our layer of glue over it, which makes it look really wet, but then when it dries, everything's locked in. By the way, what does it say on the side? What's the label say?
Folks, what does it say? Wet water.
And wet water is regular water, but then, yeah, just a little, like 2 drops, depending on how much it is, like 1 or 2 drops, of like dishwashing liquid, like soap, you know? And what that does, because if I squirted regular water on this, it would all bead up. But this way, it doesn't bead up, it wants to soak in. So that dish liquid makes it do that. So now we're just going to add all this. This takes a while, so we don't have to watch all of it, as fun as it is. Woo! No.
So here's my gas station on the little town.
What's the name of the town?
Cool Town.
Awesome.
Comes the weekendly tankers. Oh, and there's the delivery trucks.
Let's see, we have some roads in, and this is the part we're actually focusing on right now to get some scenery going. Let's see, some ballast in, some road work. Airfield back there is definitely a busy place, as you can see. So what I want to do right now is focus on some tall grass in this area and there as well. But I just wanted to show Will kind of a before image. And what I did, I purchased some faux fur, which I've done before in the past, and we will use that for the tall grass. I'll give you a quick. This is the. I've seen different furs, and this to me is the one that looks the best about it. Hancock's fabric, and it seems to have the best realistic nap. That it's just not just like a. It's not a cheesy thing. And I played with some different Sharpies to get some coloring, so that will be the method I'll use mainly, but as well as use some scissors to give it some shaping, sculpting. Alright, so now I've cut this sliver of the gray faux fur, And again, it's not exactly, cut perfectly to size, but some of that I'll shape after I glue it down. And to glue it down, I'm going to put wood glue under it because that's waterproof. And then I'll use the hot glue gun to tack the corners down. Alright, so now that the glue has dried, I'm going to cut our fake fur to fit. Just cutting off the edge here so it fits. Great. And all the little scraps you can pretty much use elsewhere. So that's the beginning of that. Right here I was pretty close to the right size. Alright. Now I started to mess it up a little bit just with some scissors, just kind of cutting down in little spots. And that's just going to kind of make it irregular, kind of sculpt it a bit. And then once I brush this with my wire brush, it'll pull the little things out that I've cut. So this is just to make it kind of not so perfectly level everywhere. You can see some of the fur fuzz on the brush. Now the real magic happens when we start to color it with Sharpies is what I'm going to start with. And then I might use some paint as well. But the trick with the key to using paint though is you can't put it on too thick, or then you just get all these little fibers clumped together and it doesn't look good. Just wanted to show you something. I was able to kind of peel this edge up here, and because I'm gluing directly on the foam, which is kind of a slick surface, I'm using just a standard nail or screw, whatever. Anyway, to poke some holes. And what that does is now when I put the carpenter's, the wood glue in there, it's going to have something to grab into, which is those holes. So it'll make a much better, tighter bond. Because the glue will go down in those holes and get a nice bond. Alright, you ready to see some magic? Alright, so I have, these are 2 fabric pins. That, and get a little darker one. You don't want actual streaks or lines, so you kind of want to do some different little circles or patterns or whatever. So that begins the magic. Now for me, I'm going to use some yellow and some orange in here. Kind of tease out a little bit of this different color along the track side. Again, we're looking for a variety to make it kind of not look so perfect. I like what the yellow does. It kind of brings out some neat colors in it. And even in the green, the yellow looks good with it because it makes the green get brighter and pop. Anyway, that gives you an idea.